Good evening, and welcome to 406 Broncos. I'm Dakota, and this is Taz.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right. So week one's in the bag. We chalked up a win.
Ooh, it was a fun one.
Good game.
That was back and forth. I liked the fact of it was a good game like that.
Yeah. Well, we said it was going to be a close one.
Yeah. So I mean, the points on the ball where Seahawks lit it up on us, and then we lit it up on them. And I mean, there was quite a bit of turnovers too.
Yeah, there was I think 3 apiece for both sides.
Yeah, there wasn't any fumbles, were there? On our side.
Oh no, we had 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
See, and that's the thing is, if we hadn't turned the ball over, that score would have been way different.
Yeah, but you gotta think, if they didn't turn the ball over.
I know, but it's just like that's just it. Is we need to minimize turnovers. That was like the one negative I can take away from it. O-line played great, like really good.
Yeah, they did. They
Case
really
got
did.
sacked one time.
Yep, one time. And, I mean, yeah, he had quite a bit of time in that pocket itself. He's pretty good. It was elusive throughout the pocket. There was some bad throws. Definitely was.
But we've seen worse from him as far as preseason. Remember that one where he was overthrowing everybody? We didn't see a lot of that. He made some bad judgments and bad reads, but he hit some targets, man. He spread the ball around. He hit some, he went to the tight end. He went Demarius, Sanders, Sutton got some catches, and then how about Philip Lindsay?
Oh yeah,
that kid,
the undrafter. Yep, that was fun to watch because throughout this too, I was like, I can't wait to see what Rolls Royce does, which the time will come when he'll do good in the season as well. But Philip Lindsay really made a name for himself that one.
I was really, really surprised they put him in at the number 2 spot for the running back. Booker didn't touch the Booker
touched the ball.
Booker was out
there.
I
think he even got a first down.
Yeah, Booker was out there, but not hardly at all though. Compared, I think Lindsay was in more snaps than Royce actually was.
I think so. And I think Lindsay completely deserves it, and that kid has fought for it.
So cool that he's a native.
Native in Denver, and played for Buff, and now is a Denver Bronco.
Too cool of a story.
And the first game he makes a 30-yard run to
a pass.
Was it a pass?
Yeah, it was like a screen pass.
Oh, it was, yeah. And then right to the edge, right all the way down to home.
Great one. Special teams did good. I thought we did really good on special teams.
Laid it out. Emmanuel Sanders laid it out for us. And I knew Case Keenum likes his eye on Sanders. And for what I did, I picked him for fantasy this year because I figured that was going to be a situation. That kid gave me some points. He did phenomenal that game. Absolutely killed it.
I already picked up Philip Lindsay too.
Yeah.
In only one of the leagues though. Somebody got him in the all.
Someone actually did?
Yeah.
Really?
Somebody picked him up in OG league.
Not Powell?
No.
Really?
It was Dalton.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's making a name for himself.
Oh, I know. He's going to be something special. Play of the week. What do you think? That Sanders touchdown made top 10 on SportsCenter.
Did it?
Yeah.
I would say that was probably... Okay, well, yeah, coming in with the winner. So we're play the... Or it could be the takeaway from Von Miller.
Oh, I liked that too. He just took it right out of the guy's hand.
Give me that. That was awesome.
Yeah. Vaughn too. We didn't really mention Vaughn yet. God, great performance. 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery. I think that was it, and 7 tackles.
Yeah, he did.
That was a good day.
Did he? He didn't get defensive a week or
no, because I think it was T.J. Watt. He had 4 sacks and a block kick.
T.J. Watt, that's impressive.
He had 4 sacks, a block kick, and I think a forced fumble or something like that.
Yeah, but Von Miller must not have been far behind. That was awesome.
They made recognition of his performance very notably, so that was good to see.
And I'm glad to see that come out of him. There's a lot of law games with Von Miller, and you're like, come on, Vaughn, we know you can do better, and then he outperforms that.
And we've seen this before with when you have another threat on the other side with Bradley Chubb, Vaughn just excels.
Succeeds at it.
And if Vaughn's not excelling, you know Chubb's going to.
And that's the thing, too. Just the play calling. Our defense was actually on lock.
I really liked it.
There was a couple of them, yeah. But, I mean, that's Russell Wilson, man. Like, there's sometimes you just can't get him. And But we got him most times, yes. But there's a lot of times...
We had, like, 6 sacks?
Yeah, but there's a lot of times, I mean, if Russell Wilson gets out, I mean, he'll make a play. Yeah. And he did that, which kept him in the game sometimes. But, no, without, like... ending it all, I think defense just performed very well. And I even think, the play calling was on point. Even our offensive calling, everything I thought was clicking good in this game.
Loved some of the play calls they did. They ran some different looks than we've seen in the past.
And they need to keep this mentality going because we're always pretty good and hot in the beginning of the season. I just don't want this to fizzle out, everything kind of going uncontrolled, and we're just looking like crap out there again.
Yeah, fortunately, no injuries to report.
That was good. No one even was limping off the field. I don't believe, was there?
I don't think so.
Not even on the other team.
Oh no, yeah, Doug Baldwin. He might.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about Doug Baldwin.
But
forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah, we We escaped without any major injuries.
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I would say that we need to kind of talk about Case Keenum and his performance.
Mm-hmm.
Good yardage, some bad reads, very bad reads on a lot of those. Like Earl Thomas when he snatched that dude. That was bad.
That was bad. Yeah.
That was.
He knew it right away too.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing though. At least he did that in a win. You know what I mean? If he's gonna throw 3 picks, at least it didn't. You can tell it didn't rattle him because he was throwing touchdowns too.
Yeah.
He threw 3 touchdowns, and had, I think, the 5th most yardage
in the league of this season.
Yeah, for
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's good. I mean, yeah, he and I mean, I guess I like that too, is because the offense in Denver, they're not afraid to throw it right now.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I loved that.
There was a couple of times I'm like, okay, let's stick to the run game because obviously we just got a pick. Philip Lindsay's killing it. Royce Freeman's doing well. Let's keep the run game going a little bit.
But they kind of just kept sticking with the pass, which, hey, I like the passing game.
Yeah, I love the passing game. I like the fact that we're starting to do that more.
It shows a not so conservative approach.
I also like the fact that it was down at the ending of the game, and I felt comfortable with the running backs we had just to kind of drive it down the field.
They did it perfectly.
Ate the clock up, and they didn't really have much time to come back on that.
Yeah, no, they did.
I love that. I guess I'm trying to figure out other key points with thinking of any defensive ones. Chris Harris Jr. got a sack. I liked that.
Cool. Yep.
That was awesome. I that was a good play call as well.
Did we have a pick?
Yes, Justin Simmons.
Yeah, he did.
That was a good one too.
Love that guy.
He read that like a book.
Yeah, he did a good job too. Oh boy.
That was the only pick though, I believe.
Yeah, and then we had 2 fumble recoveries.
Yeah.
Can't remember who got the other one.
Did Chris Carson fumble, or was it just Russell Wilson?
Wilson both times.
Wilson
No. Vaughn stripped it out of
Wilson.
I think Carson's hands.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then right after that, Keenum throws a pick. That bugged me. That was
it was after the strip.
I kind of yelled at that part of the game because, man, Von Miller just did this freaking
cool
hell of a thing for us to kind of get us on track, get us ahead, and then Keenum threw a pick, literally the first play after.
I know. But
that killed me. But all in all, I think everybody performed really well. Even offense, they killed it.
Oh yeah.
And I love that. I don't like having to rely on the defense all the time.
Which we're used to.
We are very used to that. Yes.
But yeah, that was very good. Moving forward though, up next we have the Raiders. So let's talk some Raider ball. I'll say one thing. I watched that whole game last night.
I didn't watch that.
Or not last night, the night before. Raiders, Rams. Rams. Raiders have something kind of,
Going.
Yeah, the score does not reflect what I watched. Like the first half, they were marching it down on that Rams defense. Like the Rams did not get any pressure on Carr hardly at all, at least in the first half. They were getting some turnovers in the second half. But first half, he was playing lights out. The run game was great. Like Marshawn Lynch was bulldozing people. So defense is going to have to step up their game in this one. The Rams, I thought, did just fine against the defense of the Raiders. At least, the Raiders held on.
Maybe this is when we need to succeed in the offense game.
Yeah, I think so. Because the defense surprised me more than I expected them to. But I'm still, you never know what they're going to turn out, to be honestly. I think they could have days where they turn out and they're not so good. But I'm not going to just hope that that's the case. We're at home, so that's a good thing. We got the home field advantage. But they're gonna have to do some studying, and they're gonna have to really game plan for this one because the Raiders always play us tough. It's division rivalry. I mean, they're always gonna play us tough, and they played the Rams tough until the second half.
Right.
But
that's gonna be a tough one if they play tough with the Rams. It's the beginning of the season, so.
Yeah.
That there's obviously dust to get off the pads.
And it was in Oakland. The game was in Oakland.
So, but, I mean, if playing that good ball with Rams is saying something. Because Rams is going to be a good team.
Well, this is going to be a big game for us, too. Because if we go ahead, if we beat them, that's 2 games up on a division opponent. Technically 3 games because you have the head-to-head. So... Yeah. That's a big start,
Well, I mean, because if we win that game, obviously Kansas City has to play the Steelers, which
that's a tough game.
That's going to be a tough game for them. I'm expecting the Chargers to win theirs against the Bills.
Yeah.
But I mean, that'll be 1-1. I mean, we'll be at top of the division already at having a good, comfortable feeling.
Yeah. So it's a big deal to win this game. You always want to win your home games. Case has to turn up and not do any of these turnovers, but at least minimize his turnovers.
Right.
But what are some key matchups that we think could help lead to a victory against the Raiders?
Key matchups. All right. Let me think of one.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start off. I think, number one, first and foremost, you need to contain Marshawn Lynch. You need to limit Marshawn Lynch
And we're pretty successful at the run stop. Marshawn Lynch is a bulldozer.
We got some big boys on that line.
But you've got Derek Wolfe right there, Domata Pecco. I mean, I think they can stop that guy.
But they have to. That's the thing.
I'm a little scared though when it comes to once Marshawn Lynch gets past our line, Brandon Marshall can't stop him that well. Brandon Marshall's a good linebacker.
He's not a great open field tackler.
Yeah, and we've got some smaller guys out there that they'd have to kind of gang up to get that guy down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep Marshawn Lynch in the with the first level.
We've done that before.
Don't let him get past the first level. And if you can manage that to at least the majority of the game, that's good control of that game. Also, if the offense is able to keep the lead, they'll be forced to throw it more. So that's a big key too in it. But just limiting Marshawn Lynch in general, that's a big part of this.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got? Think of anything?
I'm more or less thinking the key matchups is against this line of theirs and our D line.
Their O line?
Yes, I'm saying their O line to our D line.
Yeah.
I want to see. Contain Marshall, but to see if we can break apart that line. If how they played with the Rams defense and how their O line held up, I want to see how our D line goes. I think that's a key matchup. It's just the line in general. What I'm thinking in offense for us.
Offensively, I think the pass game is where it's at because they have some weapons in the linebacking group. So your outsides, your corners, they're. I know Dominic Rogers-Cromartie's there. I don't really know any of their other cornerbacks, but I mean, I feel like their secondary is much weaker than their front on defense. No Khalil Mack that we got to deal with. They still, like I said,
he lit it up too.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did good. But I will say, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Apparently, I got distracted. Yeah, I don't know. You start talking.
Okay, well,
I can't figure out what I'm trying to say.
I would say our key matchups is yes. I would say this time now is we need to focus probably more on the pass game. I think we can succeed more that way. Is kind of picking apart their defense.
Just making sure you keep those turnovers in check.
Right.
Oh, that's the point I was going to make. The Raiders have a lot of old players, especially in the secondary. They have Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, and I'm pretty sure they have Leon Hall. So they have some old players, not just there, but just in general. I think they're one of the oldest teams. So veterans, but we have a lot of youth. We have 10 rookies on our team. And I think we just have a decently youthful team in general. So that could play to our advantage as well. Because we might be able to withstand, outlast them from, Because that's a big point that could be made about that game against the Rams. Is they were strong in the beginning, but they couldn't hold out to the end in the second half. So we might see a similar thing. And that could have something to do with age. Maybe they can't finish as strong.
Yeah, that's true.
So you put a guy like Phillip Lindsay out there who's quick as a jackrabbit.
He is fast. I love that, and I love the bulldozing of Royce Freeman, and in the elusive maneuvers he does too. He's quick on his feet too, but he's got a powerhouse to him too.
Yeah, the O line. I want to see more. I want to see that O line do exactly what they've been doing. I'm actually kind of liking this Bill Musgrave offense. I think it fits the scheme of what Case Keenum can do.
Well, hopefully they heard our first show in the preseason of the first game. Like we said, we read him like a damn book, and then it just changed.
It seems like they did. They just watched 406 Broncos and like, oh, you know what? Of everything I've heard, that makes the most sense. We're going to do that.
So everything's changed.
Forget what SportsCenter says. Forget what...
You got to hear the community.
Yeah. Because this is the fans talking. This isn't some analysts. We're not professionals. I can't even talk right. We're the fans.
We are the fans.
And we
watch
best.
you every Sunday.
We don't always know best, but...
We don't.
But,
no, that's true. We've been proven wrong already. I mean, I guess... I don't know what we have. I can't give an example.
I know there's been things.
But other than that, all in all, I think our team can surpass their team.
I think so too. We're a 6-point favorite.
It could be a close game again.
The home field is a big deal.
That does help, but I hope Case Keenum kind of goes back home, reflects on what he did wrong, but what he did right too, because he did good. There was just 3 bad calls he had done, and that what costed him. Because almost, if I remember correctly, there wasn't much incompletion with him. There's almost every pass he had was a completion. It could have been an interception, but maybe a completion. It was one or the other. So, but I can't remember really him overthrowing too much.
No. He seemed to be on point pretty good. There was definitely some incompletions, but.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying he didn't have one.
It wasn't.
But, there wasn't that much compared to completions. Overall, I can remember more completions than anything. And not just interceptions, touchdowns, or anything like that.
He had some... I mean, one thing, he doesn't necessarily possess, a real strong, zip on the ball, but his placement is really good. He can place the ball well. I think Keenum is coming into his own as a leader, and I think he recognized his mistakes as far as the turnovers. He said he's gonna fix it, or he's gonna watch film and stuff like that.
And That's what you want a quarterback to do.
It's always tough in the first week, too, when you don't have film on your opponents, you know. You don't know what they're going to bring out because they got all these new...
But his first game as a Bronco, he won.
And, hey, yeah. All that matters is the 1 in the win column, and that's what we got.
Uh-huh.
So,
Or 1-0, and I love that.
Yep. Not even the Steelers are 1-0.
They're 0-0-1.
Yeah.
With
All right.
The Browns.
Is there anything else we want to add before we go to our picks?
Let's
see if there's anything on my list.
No injuries to report.
Got that.
No change in depth chart.
Yeah, there is.
Who?
We signed Shamarko Thomas from the practice squad.
Okay.
And cut Isaiah McKenzie. He's on the practice squad now.
Isaiah McKenzie's on there?
Isaiah
Man,
McKenzie.
they are shuffling him around.
I know, that kind of sucks. But he's on the practice squad now. And Shamarko Thomas is on our... Which is good for... He'll be a good special teams guy.
So why did they do that? Why is Isaiah McKenzie just...
He was a healthy scratch last week anyway, so it's not like it really mattered.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we can just do picks then.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all we got left. All right, let's go through the week. And I wish we had our old one so we could tell you who got what, but...
No, I might have that, actually.
That's what I was asking about earlier.
I just remembered where I put it, though.
Oh. Hold on just 1 second here.
Okay, I found them.
Okay, you go through and count yours, I'll go through and count mine.
Where did I put my pencil? Okay.
We don't have to... Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. We should have done this beforehand. We apologize.
I don't know how to pick this one. I guess that's just a wash. Yeah. Man, I got some wrong ones. Did Redskins win, right?
No, yes, they did.
Okay. I already done.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. Well, what do you mean go ahead?
Go ahead and tell them what you got. Because I'm still working. I'm slow.
I guess I don't know how you want me to
Just what's your record? What did you get last week?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 out of 16. So you're 10 and 6.
Well, 10 and 5 and a tie.
Oh yeah.
10, 5 and 1.
Same.
10, 5 and 1?
Yep.
I've got the Falcons. I know you got the Eagles there, though. Indianapolis, that was different.
Yeah, we had a few different. But however it shook out, we had even numbers
so
that
we
were
tied.
Here, all right.
Give me that back.
Oh, okay. So for this week... All right. You want to start it off since I started off last week?
Sure. I'm going to say that Ravens are going to beat the Bengals at home.
On Thursday night? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. You want to explain it all? Or?
I just think they look good. Bengals, like I said, I don't know. They're just a very
They won last
low.
week, but it was kind of...
Yeah, but it's the Colts, and I say they're a very low, mediocre team, too.
I'm also picking Baltimore. Offense just looks really good. Their defense is strong.
Yeah, they killed it last week, so...
I mean, it was Buffalo, but
yeah,
they're at... Well, actually, they're on the road, but it's still going to be a good game. We got to play them at the week after.
This is a good game. Chiefs at Steelers. That's hard for me to pick, but just for the sole fact, I already got my pick.
Oh, yeah.
Just for the sole fact that it's at Steelers, they've got heavy weapons. I'm going to say Steelers are going to win. Even though, like, they tied the Browns. But that's tough. It's a division game. Browns always plays tough with them.
Yep, and they played a good game. I'm going to take the Steelers as well, mostly because of the tie. I think they're at home. They got a lot to prove. I think we're going to see that defense disrupt Patrick Mahomes in this game.
Good. I hope so. All right. Dolphins at Jets. Jets are looking good. Sam Darnold's looking good.
Their defense looked good.
I think Jets can take this. It's at home, too. So
Divisional game?
Yeah, and I think Dolphins are a mediocre team.
Yep.
So
they barely beat the Titans.
I mean, I would say Jets are too, but I think Jets look better.
And they have the confidence. I'm also going to take the Jets.
Yep. So, all right, Browns at Saints. Yes, this is Saints to redemption. I think Saints will walk all over them.
Well, they should have won with the numbers that you had in that last game. They could have beat almost anybody.
Yeah, I know.
But it just so happened they were outdueled slightly. Drew Brees is going to light it up.
Yeah. So I think Saints are going to take that one.
Yep.
Eagles at Bucks. I think the shine of the Bucks is going to simmer real quick. I think Eagles are going to take this and kind of put out that flame.
I agree with the Eagles. I think Nick Foles is going to do a little better than he did last week. I'm not going to say he's going to do amazingly better, but I agree. I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to do quite as well against that Philly defense.
Colts at Redskins. Boring game, but Redskins. Alex Smith, I think, will do a little, kind of light it up. I mean, Andrew Luck will do all right, but I don't know. Colts don't have anything besides him.
Once again, for me, this comes down to defense. I think the Redskins' defense is better than the Colts' defense. Redskins are going to win this.
Chargers at Bills. I believe Chargers are going to take this. We have quarterback coming in. Josh Allen. You probably do it a little bit better, but I don't think Bills. Dude, Bills got nothing anymore besides that new rookie. So, Chargers. Phillip Rivers is going to walk it.
Yeah, this game's in Buffalo, but I'm still going to say... I mean, the only person picking up Buffalo this week after what happened last week are Buffalo fans.
Yeah.
The Chargers had a close one. Phillip Rivers had a great game in his last one, even though they lost. It's going to be the same, but this time they're going to come out on top.
This one is tough.
Oh, yeah.
Vikings defense against Aaron Rodgers. Really. It comes down to it.
They're both coming off of wins.
Rodgers, that game was good, and the Bears looked like they were going to beat them. Rodgers comes back, lights it up, beats the Bears. This is very hard to pick, but I am going to still stick with Vikings because, all in all, I think that is a better team.
Okay. You're right, this is tough. And the biggest reason I think it's tough is it's in Lambeau. They just came off that huge win. They got a lot of momentum. Both teams have momentum. But I agree. I think the Vikings defense is going to just be too much, especially with Rodgers coming in not completely healthy.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings win it by just a short margin.
I think we've been picking the same stuff.
We've had everything the same.
Okay. Panthers at Falcons. Falcons redemption. Falcons at home. Matt Ryan has something to prove. Falcons is a good team.
Yeah.
They had it neck to neck with Philly the whole game till the ending. I think Falcons can take Panthers at home.
Okay. Divisional game. Falcons have the long week to prepare and to figure out what went wrong. They do have some injuries on defense, but I'm still taking the Falcons.
Texans at Titans. Dude, Texans. They brought it back a little bit with the Patriots, which was a fun game after a while, but Titans got nothing, dude. Delaney Walker with a dislocated ankle.
Done for the season.
Yep, and
Mariota's hurt.
Yeah, so
too many injuries.
Texans is gonna walk it. I believe they're gonna take this one.
I say Texans as well. Too many injuries on Tennessee's side. Tennessee did not even perform against the Dolphins, which I thought their defense would at least. But yeah, it's at home, but Texans are gonna win that one.
Cardinals at Rams.
No question.
No question. Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna say the Cardinals keep it close. It's a divisional game. I think we see a little extra out of the Cardinals than we did last week. It'll be close, but the Rams will still win.
Lions at 49ers. I'm gonna say 49ers. I believe in Garoppolo. Wow, Garoppolo. I feel bad for Matt Stafford.
Oh, poor Matt.
But I think 49ers will take it. I just do. I don't think Lions are just gonna be a fizzle team this year to me.
Okay, I think Matt Stafford has a bounce back game at least. But yeah, I think in San Francisco, Jimmy Garoppolo gets it done. They're gonna win another close game, I think.
All right, are we going with this one, or are we doing this one at the end?
That one at the end.
Okay, Patriots at Jaguars. This one was tough.
It's gonna be a good game.
This one was tough.
I wish we could watch this game too and the Broncos game, but they're at the same time.
I feel like this is going to be a comeback game for Jaguars. Have something to prove.
Okay.
against the Patriots.
That's true.
At home.
It's the AFC Championship rematch.
I think Jaguars will take it from them this time. That's a bit of upset. I don't think it's too much of an upset, but...
Okay. I'm going to say this is our one different. I'm going to go with New England. I just think... Although, you know what? This is tough now because I'm thinking about it. They have no receivers. So...
But they got Tom Brady.
And they have defense. So I'm sticking with New England because I don't think Blake Bortles is going to get it done against the New England defense. I think the only way the Jaguars win is they get the turnovers, they get them in their end of the field, and they possibly score with some turnovers. The defense would have to win this game for them because it's not going to be Blake Bortles doing it.
Yeah.
Plus, they don't have Leonard Fournette.
Giants at Cowboys. This probably is an upset in everybody's eyes, but I'm going to say Giants are going to take it from them. I just think the Cowboys are an absolute overrated team. Dak Prescott's not all that great to me. Ezekiel Elliott has been underperforming already.
They're all lines banged up.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Giants. I mean, Giants kept it close with the Jaguars too, and so I'm going to pick them.
That's a Sunday night game too. Yeah, I'm going to take Giants as well actually. I just think they're going to click a little better than they did, and I just think that the Cowboys aren't clicking right now.
Yeah. Seahawks at Bears. Bears, I'm going to say. Bears are looking pretty good. I mean, they were against...
looking good.
Yeah, they were getting... they had a good game against Packers, which is a good team. So, Bears, defense-wise, too, I think they can take the Seahawks as well. I'm going to say it's going to be close, though.
I am also going to take the Bears.
Jeez, we had one difference.
So, literally, yeah, it comes down to Jacksonville and New England, whether or not who wins this week. But, yeah, Chicago, I just think they're going to do the same. They're going to watch our film, in fact, and kind of
decipher.
And see how to take down Russell Wilson and whatnot. So, I think that's clearly the case. And I think the Bears are going to do it.
And then Denver, obviously.
Last but not least, Broncos, Raiders at Denver. I'm going to go ahead and say Raiders. Just kidding. I should wash my mouth out. No.
Soap.
Broncos by a landslide.
Yeah,
no, I really do think it'll be a close game, actually. It's a divisional game. I hope we run away with it. It's always fun to beat the Raiders by a ton.
Hell yeah.
Crap talking begins after that.
Oh, yeah. Any last notes, or...
No, I think I'm good. I've got everything out.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. We always appreciate it if you actually watch from start to finish. I'm sure you got to be a big Broncos fan to just watch it. Cause
I mean, we get 30-minute videos. I can understand.
I couldn't stomach it if it was a team that I didn't like. I would watch it if it was my friends. I couldn't watch the whole thing, though. Seriously, though, check out the Facebook page. We've been posting a lot more now that the season started. Check out all our other videos if you want. You can go back and look at our other stuff. But like, subscribe, and see you next time.